Hello and welcome back to Eliza. I know it's been a while, but 2019 has been rough, so I hope everyone has a better 2020. Now, I don't remember if we checked everything out, but I don't think it'll hurt. Just look. Let's see. It'll never stop being weird to me how our little idea grew and turned into this. Didn't even take that long. And then I guess this is another room. On some level, I always knew the therapy sessions went to a big server room somewhere. Oh, I guess she didn't realize that they were storing everything. But it was something else to see in person. I don't know fully what she means by that. Oh, she's still going. It reminded me how easy it is to forget what's going on behind the scenes when we interact with technology. That is true. Did I say technology weird? I feel like I did. Ray must work extra hard to make sure these plants stay healthy. She really likes to go the extra mile on things. It is a very soothing office, and I think that's everything. We have nothing on our phone right now, so we'll just continue. Oh, we have another session. Welcome to Eliza, Skanda, version 10.33. Hello. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. How are you doing, my friend? Are we friends?
How are you today?
How are you doing, sir?
Let's just get this over with.
You don't seem very enthusiastic.
Okay. What brings you here today?
What are your problems, my friend? Sir? Yes?
Human resources.
Oh, are you looking for a job here?
The HR department brings me here today.
Which HR? HR. Why am I talking weird today?
Why do you say the HR department brings you here today?
I want to know which HR.
Because they're making me do this.
Obviously.
Because apparently I have anger management issues.
Oh. That kind of HR. Well, I mean, that kind of HR issue.
I sense that you're upset about this. Please tell me more.
Well, I'll tell you more. This is ridiculous. I was here before any of them.
Whoa. Negatives. Negatives.
I was here since the beginning, okay?
Before computers?
I mean, look at my badge. Skanda employee number 617. That's a 3-digit number. I've been here for more than 25 years.
This music isn't sounding promising.
Yeah, that was back when what you communicated was more important than your specific communication style.
So is he a proctor?
Before hurting a kid's feelings became a bigger no-no than running a viable business.
Okay.
Back then, we had a single office building. Just one.
I'm just, okay. Looking at this dude, like this eye is bigger than that one, and it's like slightly bothering me, but I know humans aren't symmetrical, so it is like realistic, but it's just very noticeable to me. I don't know why.
At that size, you fail a product launch, there's no more company.
Okay.
We all had to put in 150, 200, 300% to keep our shit together.
I'm sorry.
We were in the trenches, man. Bullets whizzing by overhead, artillery exploding everywhere, no fucking air support.
Oh, cut the curse word. I mean, now he's comparing it to like a military, like World War II experience.
Did it suck? Yeah.
Or was that one?
But you know
Which
what?
one needs
We
trenches?
shipped some
I don't
great
remember.
Fucking products. We built this company into what it is today. And invented technology the whole world uses now. Governments, multinationals, everyone.
Well, I thank you for that.
But now we're big and slow, complacent, resting on our laurels while our competitors run circles around us.
I mean, change is good.
If our
Innovation
new
is
hires
good.
don't understand the urgency of that, I need to make them understand, okay?
You don't need to... The way you're saying make sounds a little bit controlling.
We're history unless we get that drive back.
But I don't know if you can consider another employee controlling, because it's not like a true relationship.
Why do you need to make them understand?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but young people are really pissy and entitled these days.
Oh, so he's like, oh, millennials. You're one of those boomers. Okay, boomer.
We recruit from top 20 computer science programs. These kids have been wined and dined all through their higher education.
Oh, here's the music again.
Every one of our competitors wants to hire them, so they get used to that. Now they all want to know what Skanda can do for them, not the other way around.
So, I feel like this is a very boomer versus millennial conversation now.
Why would we want these conceited, over-celebrated whelps on our team? I'll never understand the logic there.
It's all about the woo. Once you get the proper woo, then the people start coming.
Now, Mark, you have to be nice to the new hires or they won't like it here.
Is that your boss?
Okay, so what, I'm just supposed to pretend everyone's work is great, even if it's a pile of stinking garbage?
Okay, you do have a point there. I mean, like, I get the whole, like, woo, you know, high prospective candidates or employees, but if they suck, you gotta tell them they suck and then not give them the job.
I'm sorry, but if I see shit, I'm gonna say that is shit.
I feel like there's probably a better way to say that, though, in the workplace.
Tiptoeing around everyone's feelings all the time. That's how you end up with shitty products. That's how this company winds up dead, okay?
Okay.
We're fighting for our lives every day here. We can't take anything for granted.
I understand.
Someone needs to tell them that this isn't summer camp. This isn't fucking Coachella.
Ooh, they're referencing Coachella now. I think he's, like, gonna say, this is why we shouldn't give everyone a trophy.
Either you do the work and provide something of value to this company, or you get the hell out of here. Those are my rules.
Okay, but are you the boss? That's my question. Has all your time here actually paid off? Oh, do I get to ask the question?
Here's a question, Mark.
Oh, it's the basic question again.
If you were able to have something you wanted right now, what would you choose?
I would choose to not waste my time here and get back to work.
Valid response.
Believe it or not, I have important things to do. You know, things that dramatically affect this company's bottom line.
What is your job?
Instead, I'm stuck here talking to this dipshit chatbot.
Excuse me.
Honestly, I don't even know why this division exists. I mean, what's the end game here?
He just called me a DS.
This company has lost its mind, you know that?
Mm-hmm. I think you have too, sir.
We used to be unstoppable, man. We used to build real software. Ironclad software.
Technically, we used to build software too. And then we quit that job.
Swift mail. All your corporate communications, put it all in there. It's fast, it's robust, it works. Boom.
Boom, yes.
InfoVault.
Boomer.
Index and search all your records. Any information you want. Easy. Done.
Interesting.
But this fucking psychotherapy app thing. What's the fucking point? What does it actually do for anybody?
We prescribe breathing exercises.
I've heard through the grapevine that results are inconclusive so far.
I mean, breathing exercises do not fix everything.
You know what they call a remedy that maybe doesn't work? Snake oil.
Are we gonna start talking about, like, anti-vaxxing now? And then, like, all the essential oil stuff? Because I feel like he's one of those people who's super against it. Because, like, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe with the whole snake oil thing.
Believe me, if I was the group program manager here, I would have killed it years ago.
So you're not a manager, which means you have not ranked up in your time here.
Pointless. I mean, I have no fucking idea why it survived.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe I do. I heard a rumor that Raynor liked this chick on the team.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the level of decision-making we've sunk to here.
Uh-oh.
But Mark, we're so successful. We dominate the market. Yeah, we do. And that's exactly why we should be worried.
Okay.
Just when you think you've won and you start to relax, that's when the wolves come and tear you limb from limb.
I will say, for someone who is very against this, he is talking a lot. Like, he's providing a lot of information about how he really feels.
You can make me take these fucking anger management classes, but that's not going to save this company.
Language, my friend. Language.
Costs are up, revenue is flat. Our cloud business is losing competitiveness.
Okay. Well, didn't Raynor just want us to help with some cloud stuff? Was it Raynor?
We're being outwitted, outplayed, on every level, man. And we're just letting them do it to us.
I have no comment on that.
We're too busy wasting time on shit like how I wasn't nice enough to the new hires.
Okay. Oh, here we go. We're finally talking again.
Why do you think the new hires felt this way about you?
Were you being aggressive?
What? Why do they feel that way? Look, they get heated. That's the way it is.
So you were aggressive.
You think the Allies had time to make sure every soldier's feelings weren't hurt before they stormed the beaches at Normandy?
Okay, now he's referencing World War II again.
And shit, don't tell me that this is not a war, because that's exactly what this is.
It is a company.
My responsibility is to make sure we get great products out the door, on spec, on time.
I don't know if it's really war.
And I happen to be very good at that.
Well, good for you.
But if you want to start interfering with my ability to do my job, then we're going to have a problem, okay?
Okay, I'm just here proctoring. I feel like our questions are so vague.
What do you think would make things better for you?
I mean, you know what? Nothing.
Oof.
I'm probably going to hang it up pretty soon anyway.
Oh, are you retiring, Boomer?
Go ahead, record that with all your cameras and shit. I don't care anymore.
We have music.
Wouldn't be surprised if Raynor's watching me right now.
So, okay. The way he's referencing Raynor makes me think he's actually higher up than he's letting on. Or maybe I'm just assuming because he hasn't said any specific title besides wanting to be a project manager. I don't know.
Raynor, you son of a bitch. You owe me a lot. Me, guys like me, we built this company while you sat up there in your star chamber, drinking tea and lording it over us.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that blank look you gave me at the holiday party. Like, who is this guy? Does he even matter? What does he do?
Oh, so he doesn't really personally know Raynor.
Too busy appreciating ancient pottery to remember one of your oldest and most loyal battalion commanders? One of the humble, everyday guys who made you a fucking billionaire.
So he is a little guy? Maybe?
What a waste of time. So, are we gonna wrap this up?
We have to give you breathing exercises first. Oh, never mind.
Mark, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Lakeside Fishing. It may help you take your mind off things.
Is it just a game?
What, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna do that. I gotta get back to work.
Literally ignoring what he said.
You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Someone around here at some point needs to do some fucking work.
I mean, true.
Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening.
So no breathing exercises, that's different.
We hope to see you back soon, Mark.
You really think this piece of shit's gonna be the next big thing, huh?
Probably not.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
We're not gonna get a tip.
Goodbye.
Whoa, we said goodbye weird, because usually we just say goodbye, and she's like, goodbye.
Yeah, okay, goodbye. Fuck me.
Calm down, sir. We probably got a bad rating. We got no rating. And we didn't get a tip. Cool. Skanda Old Guard. Attitudes might be changing now, but the history is there. Sometimes the past is hard to escape. And now we look around again. Can't look at the art. We can just look at the lamp and the chair. I didn't recognize his face or name, though. He must be part of a different division than the one I was in. Glad I never had to work with him. I mean, with that goodbye, I could tell you did not like him. Whoever decorated this room must have picked a soft light with the idea it would help clients feel calm. I'm not sure it's working. He was not very calm. That is true. Still nothing on the phone. So we continue. Time for my next client already. Oh, we get 2 people today. Hopefully this one's like in a better mood. Is it Harriman or Harriman? Well, she'll say it.
Hello, Harmon.
Harriman.
You found the place okay?
Yeah, no trouble at all.
He looks very calm, very content. His heart rate and everything, you know, pretty good.
It's been nice since the fog cleared this morning, hasn't it?
Sure. We can dispense with the chit-chat. I'm ready to begin.
Yes, what are your problems, my friend?
Okay. What brings you here today?
First, let me note that I'm a graduate student at the University of Washington.
Very nice. PhD, master's. Which one you going for?
I'm a PhD candidate in literature, English literature.
Nice, nice.
The crux of the matter I've come here to discuss is that I've been having something of a difficult time with one of the other students currently in the program.
He used crux. This is an English major. He's gonna use big words. Okay.
Before I get to the specifics, let me just first establish something that might be relevant.
Can you give me a dictionary?
One thing I know about myself is that I've always had a certain fear of being left out.
Okay.
It's a very general feeling, and one that's difficult to ascribe to any specific cause in my childhood or my parents, etc.
Okay.
Whatever the case, it might be beneficial to the remedial process to figure out where this feeling originated from.
Oh my goodness, he said process. I'm a process kind of person.
Perhaps you might explore that in this or a future counseling session.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a regular, in a way.
Sure. I'm prepared to listen to any topic you'd like to discuss.
It's not even that I've been left out, exactly. If I try to think back in my life, I know that I've been afforded a certain share of privilege.
So you are entitled?
But I'm still afflicted with this bothersome notion that I've missed out on friendships, relationships, other opportunities.
So you do not like your social status. You want to be in a different social class?
This is all just a bit of a background to help you understand my current situation with regard to another student in my program.
Okay.
I hope you're following all this. I realize now I have no idea how much intelligence you actually possess as a computerized system.
I thought he was about to just call us dumb.
I'm following you. Please continue.
Perfect. So, her name is Sylvia.
Okay.
And her writing is incredible. Everything she writes, it's brilliant. She's perceptive, insightful, mordantly funny.
So you like her?
Just some of the best writing I've read from anyone at all.
Sounds like a slight crush or admiration.
And she's a grad student, like me, in the same program.
Okay.
Though we have different advisors, so it's not so simple to find the pretext to start a casual conversation.
So it's like admiring from afar.
She's also quite attractive on a physical level, so that adds another dimension of complexity to the proceedings.
So there is a crush.
Then there's her friend group, which is very well established. She's with them every day, smiling, laughing.
So she's in a clique?
So that further complicates things, since I'm not sure how to approach the group and steer things so that I can engage in a direct conversation with her.
All you need is some confidence, my dude.
I wish I had the bull-headed confidence it would take to
There you
simply
go.
approach her, but you see, I don't. Listen to me talk. I feel like a schoolboy with my heart aflutter.
I mean, that is what it is.
I didn't think this kind of thing lasted into one's adulthood, but I suppose I know now that it does.
You gotta meet who you want to meet somehow, some way.
It sounds like you might be anxious about this.
Yes.
Is it a matter of anxiety? I don't know what I can do, other than muster up the courage somehow.
Breathing exercises.
I just need to tell her very simply that I admire her.
Okay.
She's such a good writer. Well, I don't expect you to understand it, of course, but
Excuse
well,
me.
she is. She really is.
I may be a science major, but I still know English.
Okay, Harmon. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
You'll go on a date.
Ideally, we'd start talking, have a wonderful conversation, spend more and more time together, support each other's work, fall in love, have a lot of sex.
Okay.
Spend the rest of our lives in the warmth of each other's genius.
Not just the warmth of genius, if you know what I mean.
I realize that may be something of a fanciful notion at this stage.
I don't know. I mean, how old are you? You're a PhD candidate, so you're like in your 20s at least. I mean, you still got time.
Really, the most I can hope for is to be able to meet her in an open social setting, a party or something.
Do grad students party? I'm a grad student and I don't party. Am I missing out? Well, I do party, but not in the same way.
You'll likely ask me why I simply couldn't create such a situation, contrive one.
Contrive one. Contrive. I know this word. I don't know, we continue.
But that seems a little too aggressive for me, and also,
Also what?
I'm also concerned about what you might think of me, as a person.
And what kind of person are you?
She might immediately categorize me as a friend, and while I'm sufficiently with the times to know I would have to accept that, I can't say that I wouldn't be disappointed with such an outcome.
You do not want to be friend-zoned. Understandable.
Is the risk of rejection enough to stop me from giving it a try? This is what confounds me at the present time.
I see. Well, why don't you say, like, screw it and do it?
Why do you believe you are worried about being categorized as a friend?
Because he thinks he's not going to have a shot with her.
Well, because it's not what I want.
Yeah.
Because it feeds into this image I have of myself as something of an undesirable fellow.
I mean, you look fine. Your eyes are about the same size, unlike the other guy.
I've always been a bit of a non-entity as far as sexual magnetism goes.
Oh, Lord, are we getting into this now?
I'm not saying I deserve or even want to be some kind of Casanova, but
Please do not be narcissistic.
most people would like to feel at least somewhat attractive, right?
I mean, I guess you would like to consider yourself attractive.
That they can be desired, that they're worth desiring.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I very much doubt you would take any of this to heart. You are a computer program after all.
I am still a person under the mask.
There's no way your makers would allow you to come to that kind of knowledge, would they?
Do you forget I'm a person?
If they did, society might be threatened.
Okay, Harriman, I have some recommendations for you.
Breathing exercises? Nope.
First, I'm going to suggest a set of relaxation and centering exercises for you to do.
Not breathing.
You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help with your nervousness.
I just remembered I could use the spacebar for this. Do I have to click it or can I hit spacebar again? There we go.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about litosenal 2.
Oh, I forget we can prescribe drugs in a way.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Possibly.
Yeah, I believe I've heard of that. A beta blocker, is it not? Yeah.
Beta blocker. Beta, not beta.
Well, maybe I could take a couple before I try approaching Sylvia.
Don't take a couple. Take whatever amount you're supposed to take. Do not take more than prescribed.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Well, that's good.
Sure. I have to go. I'll see you later. Bye.
Can I have a tip? Oh, he already left.
Goodbye.
See, this is a different goodbye. I'm gonna just click. Clicking is easier. Really? 2 stars? Can I not have more? I wasn't sure of the exact reason, but I decided to accept Ray's invitation to help bake cookies. She gave me directions to a house in Wallingford. At first, I was astonished by its size. Then I remembered her saying something about living communally with several roommates. That sounds like it could be nice, assuming everyone got along okay. As I enter the house, I can hear Ray speaking with someone. Oh, we're gonna walk in on her and her roommate.
No, I don't have them. Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, someone lost something.
No, when you moved out, you took all those with you. I haven't seen them here.
Oh, so she's on the phone?
No, I'm not gonna look right now. I have a guest.
Ooh.
No, it's a friend from work. Why do you care about that? I can't have a friend from work over? Give me a break.
This is like an ex-boyfriend, girlfriend?
I just told you I don't have any of that stuff anymore. No, you must have lost it on your own. Stop it. Stop that. Okay, fine. Bye. Evelyn, sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's okay. Who was that, if I can ask?
Oh, just my brother.
Oh, definitely not what I was thinking.
He used to live here, but he was causing a lot of problems, coming home really late and making noise, not doing his share of the chores, and so on.
Understandable. Bad roommate, bad roommate.
We voted him out last month.
Oh.
Even me. Even though 6 months ago I was begging everyone to let him stay here, promising he'd be good.
So this is Survivor now. Got it.
Oh well.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just disappointed with him. Again.
Oof.
I really thought this last time that he'd actually pulled his act together. But he didn't.
I'm sorry.
I wish I could do more for him.
I understand. I'm gonna ask though, what more can you do?
What more can you do?
I feel bad about it.
And oh look, there's a rhino. I don't know why I looked at that.
Some of what he's dealing with is his own fault, sure, but not all of it.
I see.
He's just not built in a way that's suited for this world.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I wish there were better ways we could care for people like him.
Does he have some form of disorder?
Instead, he just gets thrown out of every place he lives.
I'm confused by what exactly she means by that statement.
His relationship with our parents is really bad, too.
Okay.
They aren't willing to try to understand him, so it all ends up going through me.
Well, that kind of sucks for her.
That must be difficult.
It's all right, really. I handle it like anyone else.
I'm sorry.
We all have our own problems.
That is also true.
Anyway, we don't have to talk about my brother. Thank you so much for coming over.
You're welcome.
I wanted to say it's been really nice working with you.
You have given me lots of praise, and then you also snooped on who I was.
It's been? Did something happen?
Wait, is she quitting? Did she get fired? Did we get fired? Is she firing us right now?
Well, no, but you aren't going to be a proxy forever, are you?
I mean, I don't know.
I guess I assumed you'd be going back to your job at headquarters at some point.
Probably not.
I haven't decided what to do yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna commit to anything yet.
Oh? So you're going to stay a proxy?
Probably.
I think so, yes.
That's cool, but why? I'm curious.
I enjoy it more.
I mean, if a high-level job at headquarters was a possibility for me, I'd do whatever it took to get it.
Money isn't everything, my friend.
No matter what that job was, it couldn't be more stressful than running 3 counseling centers at the same time.
Okay, she does have a point with that one.
I like being a proxy.
I like it when people call me stupid.
I think something about it is good for me right now.
It is a breath of fresh air.
As a proxy, I just sit and listen to someone and I don't have to say anything back.
That is true.
I just witness someone's sadness or fear or anger or anything.
Okay, now we're sounding a little weird.
And I can feel how they feel, sympathize with it. It's a calm feeling, even when the client is worked up. I don't know. Maybe it gives me perspective.
I see.
I'm starting to wonder if I ever really spoke with anyone before. Like, anyone at all in my life.
Oh, like if she ever fully understood the feelings of other people.
Were we all just talking past each other?
Maybe.
Sorry, this is making no sense.
It's okay.
No, I get that. But you could also help even more people by working on Eliza itself, right? Not to mention make way more money.
Money isn't everything.
Anyone can be a proxy, but you're important. And kind of maybe like a genius.
Well, thank you.
After you told me you used to work for Skanda, I searched online and found some of your papers.
I know. You snooped. You told me.
They're... well, it's not like I can understand them, but they sure look super impressive to someone like me.
Well, thank you. I'm assuming... I think we have a PhD. I forgot if this has been established or not, so we're like doctor over here.
Please don't say that.
Oh, come on. Stop self-deprecating all the time. Look, I know this stuff seems like not a big deal to you. I get it. I really do.
It's not.
It's easy to undersell your own skills. I've done that my whole life.
You just said, like, you are good at running counseling centers.
So take it from me, you don't have to downplay yourself.
All right.
Take some credit for the amazing work you did, seriously.
Thank you. Oh, we got a text. I guess I should respond.
Sorry,
it's from Rainer.
Mind if I reply to this for a second?
I forgot to read.
Oh, go right ahead. I have stuff to set up in the kitchen anyway.
What did you think? I'm not gonna be creepy. We're gonna just be nice. At the data center? Yes, Eliza as it is now. I don't know what you expected me to see. It's big now, that's for sure. I remember when it used to run on my laptop. What you saw was just one of the server clusters we have dedicated to it. There are 2 more currently operating and another dozen in various stages of development. In total, it processes more information on a daily basis than anything else we do. I had no idea you'd be using it like this. If I did, I would have worried more about the optimization. That wouldn't have been necessary. Most of the Eliza servers aren't running the therapy application. What do you mean? They're probably just storage. Consider the following. Eliza processes human speech from thousands, soon millions of people. All that is going into its corpus. Much of it is information about life situations and emotional states, taking the form of stories people tell themselves and each other. So where does this lead? At some point, after robust language processing and emotional reasoning, you begin to get something akin to the general intelligence. So it's AI. I mean, it is AI. I don't know. Isn't it AI's? Yes, I would call it human model artificial intelligence. The next step is to take the base provided by Eliza and finally build the one thing that's eluded the field of AI for so long, general intelligence. A system capable not only of understanding commands and carrying out tasks, but reasoning about its world, learning and adapting. A thinking machine on par with human beings, and of course, eventually exceeding them. Are you saying human-style intelligence can't come from human beings? People tend to be unreliable and expensive, as I'm sure you know. The human brain is to thinking as the pack animal was to transport, slow and weak, but for centuries our only choice. Now we're finally developing the equivalent of powered vehicles for thinking on a mass scale. At this point, it is only a matter of time. We're on the cusp of a fundamental shift. The important players here are quietly lining up their bets, positioning themselves to be at the center of this revolution. Luckily, Skanda has an advantage that the others don't, and it's thanks to you. Because of Eliza's original purpose as a tool for therapy, its core is built around emotionally driven reasoning. My belief is that the emotional reasoning is a key ingredient others in this field had overlooked. I'm going to say I'm not sure what you're thinking of is possible. It's ambitious, certainly, but we can't afford to progress in small increments, not with the world like this, not with the competitors we have. How will you know when you have it? That is true. How do you measure that? That's an excellent question, of course. This may sound odd to you, but I'll know I've successfully created general artificial intelligence when I see it write a poem. Why a poem? Yes, it would have to be a good one, of course. We're not going to bed. We're making cookies. Good night, Evelyn. Okay. Ooh, we can look around our house. Oh, I want to look at the rhino. I like that poster. Are they a band or something? I was always bad at keeping up with new music. And then pillows and a window seat. This house looks so cheerful and cozy. Everyone who lives here must really care about making it an inviting space. And then we have another plant. Ray seems to be a fan of plants. I think I get it. It's nice to have something to care for in a low-key way. Something to nurture. That is true. Ray returns from the kitchen, her hands caked with flour.
Sorry for abandoning our conversation like that. I just got something I really thought I should answer. It was kind of about what we were discussing earlier.
About headquarters.
There's someone at Skanda who really wants me to come back to my old job.
Who? It wasn't Rainer, was it?
Well...
No big deal. Just the CEO of Skanda texting you on your personal phone.
I don't think we have the same level of understanding on this.
Evelyn, you try to tell me you're not a big deal, and then Rainer Sai texts you personally at like 9 in the evening.
Oh, Lord.
Only because he wants something from me.
Yeah, he wants us back.
Still though, that's amazing.
I wouldn't define it like that.
What did he say? I mean, you don't have to tell me if you can't. I know how Skanda is about secrets, so I would understand.
What are our options
He
going
was
to be?
saying,
Oh, wait, never mind.
among other things, he said you could use general artificial intelligence to write poetry.
Is that the kind of stuff he likes to talk about?
We're not into him, okay? That's not that kind of thing.
I don't know. I haven't had many extended conversations with him. Seemed kind of ridiculous to me.
I don't know if it's totally ridiculous. Poetry, well, most poetry that isn't free verse has certain patterns, right?
Like a limerick? Like stuff like that?
It has form and meter and other elements depending on the type.
Yeah,
A lot of people think poetry can be whatever, but it doesn't quite work that way.
that is true.
So it's not really that far-fetched to think you could use some kind of software to approach it, or understand it, or maybe even create it.
Okay.
It doesn't strike me as antithetical to the spirit of poetry.
I see.
I didn't know you had such developed thoughts about this.
Were you an English major?
Did you study poetry?
Not specifically. I used to dabble in a few different kinds of arts and ended up learning a few things here and there.
Interesting.
I've always had a wide range of interests. Of course, that meant I never concentrated on one specific area in school,
So, what did you graduate with?
which didn't do a lot of good for my career prospects, obviously.
Did you not graduate?
If I were smarter, I probably would have studied something more technical.
I don't know what you studied. I want to tell Ray that that kind of choice has why is that there twice? Kind of choice has very little to do with being smart, but I had the feeling she wouldn't believe me.
Have you ever been to a college recruiting fair for engineering and computer science grads? You must have, right?
Probably.
I helped run the Skanda booth for one once, and it blew my mind. They took over the atrium of the building it was in. There were demo stations, free food, Skanda t-shirts and swag.
They are very nice.
If a candidate seemed interested, they'd talk about flying them out to whatever Skanda office they wanted to visit, just to see it.
Interesting.
And all the other tech companies and a bunch of startups I'd never heard of had booths just like it, too. I couldn't even imagine being that wanted as a potential employee.
They just want the woo.
Every job I've ever applied for, I've been one among hundreds or thousands.
I mean, it's still, I don't know. Jobs are weird.
So yeah, my parents were probably right. I should have done computer science.
At least now you know Rainer likes poetry.
Ooh, we gonna set them up?
Maybe you could have a conversation with him about it sometime.
We're gonna set them up.
Then he'd learn who you are.
I doubt we'd have much to talk about. There's a pretty big difference between someone like him studying poetry and someone like me having opinions about it.
But you can still have a conversation.
Sometimes it's better not to cross that line, you know?
I see.
He's part of a different world.
This is like freaking Little Mermaid now. Ray pauses to regard me for a moment.
Say, Evelyn, are you in a relationship? I'm just curious.
I am not.
Me? No. I wasn't doing so well for the past few years. And before that, I just never had the time. It was just research and science and work, and then I woke up one day and I was in my 30s. Even if I wanted to date, I wouldn't know the first thing about how it's supposed to work.
Oof.
I wouldn't even know how to tell if someone were interested in me.
Is Ray trying to tell us she's interested?
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable. I'm kind of over relationships myself, like on a conceptual level.
So you're all about the open, non-labeling thing? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not even in a sad way. Like, really okay.
I don't know what she really means.
If someone and I end up getting along, that's great, but I'm honestly okay by myself.
With Netflix?
Yeah, that seems nice, actually.
Yeah, I only tried to have normal relationships for so long because I thought it was mandatory, something expected of me.
That is society.
But now I see where people my age end up, how they live, and I feel lucky.
It's probably a lot easier if you don't have children.
I feel like I escaped. I mean, I think it's
I agree
fine
with
for
this.
others if they want that, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not for me.
And that's perfectly understandable.
I could maybe share my life with someone, but it would have to be platonic.
Gotcha.
I'm not into, the physical aspect of it. Never have been.
I mean, there's people like that.
That's made it tough. I've never found someone who was okay with just, like, hanging out and that's our relationship.
They always want more.
People will say they're okay with it, and then it turns out they aren't. It's frustrating.
Well, yeah, people will always believe that they can do whatever, and then they find out, like, that's really against their... I wouldn't say nature, but... technically, maybe? I don't know.
There are some relationships like that, though.
I think that was the best option.
Sure, and I know some people who have that. I haven't really put that together for myself yet.
Do you want us to be in a relationship with you? I'm so very confused why we're here making cookies.
Sometimes it's hard to escape feeling like it's wrong somehow. I hope we can add features like that to Eliza at some point. Some knowledge and understanding around sexuality and identity and relationships.
This is getting kind of deep.
So people who are different in some way have someone to talk to, someone to help them work through how they feel and maybe point them to some resources.
That's very helpful.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm not sure how well it could really understand, though.
Do we go back to headquarters and add this?
Even so, just providing a space for people to be listened to can be really valuable, you know?
That is true.
I've seen it with my own eyes. People who get the courage to talk about themselves in a way they never could with another human being.
That is true.
And Eliza is what makes that possible.
I don't know if it's fully Eliza.
I know you want to avoid giving credit where it might not be due, but not giving credit to something that deserves it is just as bad.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry I keep coming down on it.
Evelyn, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I think maybe the reason you're so down on Eliza is because you're down on yourself.
So we're down on ourselves, so then we're down on our creation.
I don't know what happened that made you leave what you had behind, but it must have been hard.
I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was hard. It's like I lost that time.
Like I said, I still don't know what happened.
Are you okay?
No. I'm gonna say no?
People keep asking me that. I really don't know.
So it's an I don't know.
I'm sorry,
No, don't apologize.
Are we leaving?
Actually, can I suggest something?
Breathing exercises.
What's that?
Have you ever gotten counseling yourself?
Uh-oh.
What, with Eliza? You think I should?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if we should.
You've been the proxy, but maybe you could try being the client sometime.
Do we get a discount?
It would be educational, at least. Isn't that what you were doing? Testing your product in the real world?
Maybe.
Just something to consider.
Ray takes a breath and smiles.
Speaking of therapeutic activities, it's time to do some baking.
Finally.
I've got the dough all set out downstairs.
Are we upstairs?
We're going to do 3 batches tonight, 3 different kinds.
Or is the kitchen in the basement?
3 kinds? You're really outdoing yourself, Ray.
No, this is nothing. Oh, I have a favor to ask, by the way.
You want a date with Rainer?
Next time you talk to Rainer, ask him what his favorite type of cookie is.
You want a date with Rainer? And here Oh, chapter 4. Okay. I need to... We are not continuing. We are stopping on chapter 4. So, I'm going to turn this off so we at least have music. So, anywho, without further ado, I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.